Welcome to this week's episode of Holly's Racing Fantasy. I'll bring you the latest news and what's going on around NASCAR. We'll hit the highlights from last week's race, and I'll give you my fantasy picks for this upcoming week. Join John and I for all things fantasy, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun while we do it. Stick around. Holly's Racing Fantasy is sponsored by Fifth Down Fantasy. For the latest NFL news and pro football and NASCAR picks, trust the gang over at Fifth Down Fantasy. Since 2016, Fifth Down Fantasy has been a favorite destination for football fanatics looking for smart and savvy advice and analytics. Visit fifthdownfantasy.com today. Fifth Down Fantasy, real fantasy advice by and for real fantasy players. Welcome to this week's episode of Holly's Racing Fantasy. Thank you, everybody. Oh, please. Oh, I'm too shy. I'm too shy for this.
Simmer down.
Simmer down now.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah.
The Daytona 500 has come and gone.
Yes.
And it was a very uneventful race.
To say the least.
Until it wasn't. Because around lap 118, Kevin Harvick took out half of the field. No, not half of the field, but the big guys, Eric Jones, Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, everyone important.
Big crash. So that was fun. And then it was kind of, it was interesting from there. Couple wrecks, couple races, a little bit of bump and grind. And
yeah, but he took out everybody.
Yeah, well.
Ryan Blaney was featured in an article to probably win, and he probably had the car to do it.
That's true.
Kevin Harvick, yeah.
To Kevin Harvick wrecked him.
He wrecked him.
But here's the thing about Ryan Blaney.
Yes.
Is even though he was torn up,
yeah,
he still finished the race in 8th place, which saved the day of many people on my NASCAR fantasy team.
Yes.
I do NASCAR fantasy team on the side, and most people picked Ryan Blaney this week. So they were very thankful.
He's on my team, so.
Yeah, I know. They were very thankful that Ryan Blaney limped across in 8th place.
Yes.
But who won the race this week? The winner of the Daytona 500 in NASCAR overtime was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Stenhouse Jr. won the race when they pulled a caution. The lights went up, and when the photo finish came through, it was Stenhouse just ahead of Joey Logano.
Oh, no!
Who came in second.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Here's what I have to say about Ricky Stenhouse.
What do you have to say about Stenhouse?
Junior, right?
Junior, yes.
There's a junior on there.
It's junior on there.
I don't mind. I mean,
I don't mind either.
It's just, it's
fun to see somebody different.
It's just every year it's like, wow, like this year, Kyle Busch
Busch
about to win it.
Great opportunity, almost did.
Yeah.
But
and then was
that
who drove off the track?
Suarez.
That's not on purpose.
Sometimes
it just feels it.
I know,
it seems like it's every race, the driver who's maybe supposed to or is meant to win, or I mean, I don't know. It's
I know what you mean.
And then they end the race on a caution.
I don't know if I like that.
The Daytona 500. It is, wow, the great American race, and it's the biggest thing. And
Super Bowl of NASCAR.
Super Bowl of NASCAR. Can you imagine if they ended the Super Bowl that way? He's got the ball and he's running. The guy, someone got hurt on the 20, and
they call the game.
And they called the game.
And this is how it ends.
And whoever was closest to the ball got the ball and wins.
I know. It's a little odd.
Come on. And they're defending it. I didn't read the article because I don't know how to read. But,
who really does?
Yeah, I know. Well, you do.
Well, yeah.
But then it's they're the NASCAR. The headline was NASCAR defends. The whole thing.
Yeah, and it's because they're new rule. Well, you know what? How many times is it really going to happen this season? I don't know.
Yeah.
But either way, Logano came in second. Christopher Bell came in third. Chris Buescher fourth, and Alex Bowman fifth.
Right.
which kind of surprised me because I didn't expect Alex Bowman to do as well as he did.
I mean, he qualifies good like every year.
Yeah, we had the pole, and then he comes in and
Yeah.
at least finishes fifth, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson had a great day until he didn't.
Yeah.
He was in 8th place. Looked
Yeah.
like he was going to have a really nice finish.
They thought maybe he'd even make a run for
I
it
thought
at
he
the
would
on the
too.
last
Oh, it
couple
was
laps
exciting.
there, and
I
then
know.
all of a sudden,
Well, that's how the cookie crumbles at the Daytona.
yep.
Oh no!
These super speedways, you just, you got to bite your nails and hold, try not to run to the bathroom because you'll miss something if you do,
Especially at the end.
especially at the end.
And just when we thought Kyle Busch was gonna finally get that win,
You know what, though? But it was really nice to see him coming back.
Yeah.
Looking really good.
yeah.
He was hot.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
He's going to be good.
Did you know? No, they didn't interview him at the end of the race. Well, maybe they did on FS1. We didn't see it on FS1.
Yeah, I didn't really
but
go that far, but I doubt they did.
I don't think they did.
I don't think he would.
They just interviewed who was left. Like they interviewed.
Yeah, they interviewed like the first three. They interviewed
first three.
Christopher Bell, who was like, I'm grinning ear to ear.
Yeah,
He's
and
so
Logano.
cute. They interviewed Logano.
Logano. Yeah.
Joey Logano, who suddenly has hair. But I don't want to, I
Hey.
don't know. What am I going to say?
You know
I
what?
don't know.
If I had Joey Logano money,
Yeah.
I'd have Joey Logano hair.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but as soon as that guy took off his hat,
He looks like a movie star.
it was crazy. He looked like
Yeah.
he was 22 again.
Yeah, it looks good.
I mean, it does look
I
good.
don't
Joey,
care.
if you're listening, your hair looks
Joey,
great.
it looks awesome. But we know you did something.
Right, we know you did
We
something.
know you did something, boy.
I know.
Yeah, we know.
That was good.
Yeah.
So everybody that I picked for Brilliant or Bold last week pretty much wrecked.
Okay.
No, except for Brian Blaney came in 8th.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else pretty much got taken out.
Yeah. Well, that's Daytona.
I know.
And that's like most speedways.
And thanks, Fox, for
Yeah.
a commercial. When the Daytona 500 finally freaking got interesting,
Yeah.
Fox was on. I want to swear so bad.
Try
Fox-
not to swear.
I'm going to try not to
'Cause we
swear. It's a
selected
family
that-
show.
yeah, it's a family
Oh,
show.
yeah,
We
yeah.
selected that podcast thing where it says like, you know,
family friendly.
Not family friendly, but
No.
it's just not like we don't need discretion and stuff. So.
We're not
Well,
rated
not
R.
yet.
We're not rated R.
We might have to if we don't get enough listeners, we're gonna have to like
We're going to have to do something.
we're gonna have to make it interesting.
We're going to get desperate.
We're gonna get
Right.
desperate.
Well, right now we have like 3 or 4 friends that listen to
Yeah,
us. So
we got.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we got.
3 or 4 friends.
We got a baker's dozen.
baker's dozen.
Yeah, it's all right. We're just getting started here.
Okay.
y'all.
Well, back to complaining
Yes.
about Fox, you
Yes,
stupid
Fox.
a-holes.
Fox.
For showing commercial after commercial after commercial. You
Seriously, Fox.
a-holes.
Yeah.
Fox,
It even made like Twitter like
It did. It was
It-
trending.
Twitter
Everybody
blew
couldn't
up.
believe it. And I couldn't believe it. I'm watching all of these cars like going into the garage and it's, I need to try it first.
I know. I need
Oh
to
my
try
God.
it first.
I don't know, whatever. the
That
other
commercial.
That one's annoying.
Yeah.
as
And
all
it's
get
like,
out.
then it's like, and next week at Auto Club. It's like, wow, we just saw that promo like 40 times.
We don't need to know what's going on
And
at Auto
we know
Club.
it's there next week because anyone who's watching NASCAR knows
The
what's
Auto
next
Club
week.
is next week. We
You
want to
know?
know what's going on in the track.
We want to
right
know what's
now.
going on the track. That's like finally something's happening.
Yeah.
You know, so
Whatever.
yeah, okay.
So that's about it. That's about it for the Daytona recap.
Yes, yeah. That's about the recap.
I'm trying to read over my notes here and see if
Yeah.
there's anything else.
Got anything
but,
else there? I mean,
complain
Joey
about
Logano
Fox,
hair.
Joey Logano hair.
Fox.
That's about it.
That's about it.
All right, I think we'll move on to the news
Yeah.
before we get to my next week's picks. All right, boys and girls. Probably more girls because all my female friends and coworkers and mothers-in-laws are the only one.
Yeah.
Well, my brothers-in-laws. So
Yeah.
there's a couple boys.
Yeah.
But thanks for everybody who is listening.
Yeah.
It's only going to get better, I promise.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes the news. Okay, Johnny, be good. There's really not a lot of NASCAR news this week.
Not too much.
Probably because there was so much last week because it was the start of the season.
Yeah.
Update on Kurt Busch.
Update on Kurt Busch.
He is doing very well. The doctors say he will make a full recovery, but nobody knows if he's going to race again. He doesn't know. His doctors don't know. It's up in the air. He can't come back yet, that's for dang sure.
Yeah.
But he is being very active with 2311.
That's good.
Yeah, he's going out and he's like, signing autographs and going to meet and greets that he was scheduled to go to before he went out for the season.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, and he's at the tracks.
Yeah.
He's helping out, the new guys. His spirits are very high, and he's doing very well.
That's great
very,
to
very
hear.
good to see. Well, he was nice to see him. We saw him on TV at the 500, so that was
What
good.
year did he win it? 2018? 17? Can't remember.
I can't remember
Yeah.
either. You think for a NASCAR
Yeah. You
podcast,
think
I
we'd
would
know.
look that up, but
Yeah. We're too lazy.
that's true.
But he won. Everybody knows Kurt Busch won.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Okay, and Ross Chastain signed a contract extension with Trackhouse Racing. Yeah, so he and Suarez are both locked up for the next couple of years.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. He did okay at the 500. He didn't
Yeah.
DNF, but he didn't.
He didn't knock anybody off the track.
Yeah, he was relatively quiet.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect much from him at this super speedway. So,
No.
but wait until the next week.
Oh, yeah.
And the last bit of news for this week is that Auto Club will be closed and off of the NASCAR Cup Series circuit for at least the next year, maybe two. They are changing the track. They're reconstructing and redesigning everything. They're taking it from a 2-mile intermediate track down to a half-mile short track, like Bristol and Martinsville.
Okay.
So it's going to be a lot more fun because right now it's 2 miles of let's try not to fall asleep and take a nap.
Right.
And
It's going to be more like Mario Kart.
Right, by 2025, I think 2025, they think
Yeah.
it'll be way more exciting.
Maybe Denny Hamlin could, 23 racing. They could sign King Boo and
2311 has King Boo and
King
Koopa
Boo.
Troopa, and
Koopa Troopa.
that'll be awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. So this is this
So
is
this,
it.
this is it.
This track has been this way a long time.
It had since 1997.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 1997. It's been
Okay.
here, and this is it. Last time that they will run a 2-mile at Auto Club Speedway.
Wow.
I know. So
That's news.
It is news.
That's
It's pretty
news.
exciting.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting. But they're redoing the whole thing, not only the track, but like the concessions and the stands and all the fun stuff. So
Oh, cool.
They'll make it good. They'll make it good.
They should add a fire pit to this track, like where the drivers can go down,
And have a weenie roast.
have like a weenie roast, and then they come back up,
That would be hysterical.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's about it for the news
Okay.
this week.
Yeah.
And all right, we're going to move on to the picks for the upcoming race at Auto Club. Okay, folks, we got a special segment for you this week. We're going to go trackside with one of our associates. His name is Cooter Mouse Jr., and we're going to send him to every track. He's going to take a look and watch the race and give us...
Wait, I'm going to every race?
Well, I don't know, some, as many as we can get you to, Cooter.
You got that kind of budget?
We're going to try.
Well, I'm just a mouse. I mean, how expensive could it be? You could just put me in the mail.
Right, you could... or you could stow away.
You can overnight me.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
either way, how you doing, Cooter?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing awesome.
How was the Daytona 500?
Well, how to say it this way, but
Yeah?
I'm not very happy with Kevin Harvick.
Uh-oh. What'd he do?
Yeah, he killed like 30 of my kids.
Would he take him out in a wreck?
Well, remember that crash? Remember that wreck? Well, my kids were crossing the track at that time, and I'm like, get back here! And then all of a sudden, they're like, 30 kids are gone, you know?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm a mouse, so I'll just make more.
That's true.
You know, I mean, what can I say?
I know.
I mean, I think I have like 300 illegitimate mice kids out there somewhere. I'm not joking.
Yeah, I can imagine that
Yeah.
mice have a lot of kids.
Yeah, and paying support on that.
Well, yeah.
Child support on like 300 kids.
That's why you're going trackside.
That's why I'm working, man. I'm working this, whatever this is.
Working this gig.
I'm working this gig. I've never been on a microphone before.
Well, how does it feel?
It feels pretty good. I mean, it's bigger than me, but I guess if I just talk, can you hear me? Yeah, and then I had a little monitor down there, and like Fox is showing their commercials. Like this big accident's going on, and I'm like, okay, I like to work it, whatever that is. I like to try it first. It's like, okay, I've already tried it, and it ain't that great, And then it's like, next week, the Auto Club. It's like, okay, we've seen the advertisement for Auto Club like 400 times in the past 2 hours. You can't just cut that one out. You're going to lose money, NASCAR? Can't you just go right to it?
I know.
Jeez.
I can imagine that was very upsetting.
I know. It was.
Were you surprised that Ricky Stenhouse won the race?
I wasn't surprised because we kind of made it happen that way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we we have our ways. Let me just say, I got some people down in the pits, and I placed some money down on that. I got 300 kids, so if I can win some money and get paid for this stupid podcast, I'm thinking I'm doing all right. Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Cooter, you're a riot.
I know.
Oh my
I don't know. Am I?
You are.
Okay.
Well, you know what? We're going to send you on the West Coast swing probably. So
Okay. That
I don't know
sounds
how you
good.
feel about Auto Club, but we're going to put you out there, do a little California dreaming.
However you can get me there, I'm serious. I mean, I could take a train, but I only got like 5 kids left, so. But it's hard to read the train schedule, and I tried to take him to Disney World one time, and I lost like 23 kids that day, I think. He's not the only mouse that wants to go to Disneyland.
You're a pretty busy mouse, Cooter.
I'm busy. I'm everywhere, man. I only got 3 years to live. So I gotta make these 3 years count.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, you know what? We're going to say goodbye to this week.
Okay.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Right.
Right. Hey.
Take your notes and we'll check in with you at Auto Club.
Yeah, I'll give you the notes and we'll see where we go. I don't know.
Stay tuned after the podcast and I'll give you your travel itinerary.
Okay. What's it, a UPS envelope? Is that the travel itinerary? Here, get in. Oh, yeah.
All right, take care.
All right.
Bye.
You be good.
All right.
All right. Say hi to your husband for me. Okay, bye.
All right, Cooter Mouse Jr. everybody.
Cooter Mouse Jr. signing off.
Okay, here comes the weekly picks for the Auto Club race on Sunday. Hot, 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 my brilliant picks. These are the guys that I'm banking are going to have a real good day on Sunday. Kyle Busch, because he looks like he's back. He's hot. He's running well. I believe in the hot streak. Plus, he has 4 wins at Auto Club and about 11 top 5s. Top 5s, not even top 10s, like single-digit top 5s.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, Kyle Busch, folks.
Yep.
Second hottie, Kyle Larson. Who
You said that last week.
No, I said don't pick Kyle
that's
Larson.
right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
that's right.
That's
Okay.
why I'm picking him this week because
Yeah.
he did so much better than I thought he would do at Daytona. So hot, hot.
Okay.
Plus, he's a California boy,
Maybe I'll pick him.
and he's got 2 wins here,
Okay.
4 top 5s. Now, our third brilliant pick, you might think this is crazy, but I'm going for Brad Keselowski.
Really?
Yeah, did he? Had circumstances been different at the Daytona 500,
Yeah,
he might have won.
He might have won.
He has a win here at Auto Club.
But it's Daytona.
He's got 5 top 5s, and I think that he's been rebuilding. He's showed a lot of promise toward the end of last season, so Brad Keselowski is not to be reckoned with.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here comes the bold picks.
All right, bold.
Okay, once again, Eric Jones. He has no wins here, but he's got 3 top 10s, and he's very good at 2-mile intermediate tracks, like Michigan. Happy Harvick, going with Kevin.
Yeah, because he'll just take out half the field and
Yeah, because he still came in 12th place at Daytona after wrecking.
yeah.
So, and he's a Bakersfield guy. Mm-hmm. He's got 2 wins here, 14 top 10s. Hello.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is as good as any for Kevin Harvick.
Yeah.
And Eric Almirola, which is strange because if you really look at his numbers, he's not been good at Auto Club until he joined Stewart-Haas. So since 2018, he's finished with single-digit numbers. So I think he'll have a good finish. If he doesn't win, he'll at least have a good finish.
Okay.
Here's the people to stay away from. Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell has been at Auto Club 12 times, 7 DNFs, and not even a top 20. It's a little concerning.
Mm-hmm. Is he better on speedways?
He is.
Than he is like 2 mile or
He is.
mile tracks?
He is.
Okay.
And shorter tracks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A.J. Allmendinger, 2 top 10s in 14 races. No wins, no top 5s.
Yeah.
And the last time he had a top 10 was like 2016, so
Gotcha.
keep him off of your NASCAR fantasy list this week.
Okay.
And I hate to do this 2 weeks in a row. I hate to put someone in a bonkers list 2 weeks in a row, but watch for Tyler Reddick this week. Not good on 2-mile intermediates. And, I mean, granted, he's only been here twice in the Cup Series, but still, take a pass,
Okay.
you know?
His tracks are coming though.
His tracks are coming, believe
Because
me.
man, it seemed like he was like top 5. Like at the end of the last year, it was like
He really is.
his name was in like the top 5, like every track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even rule him out for Vegas. I gotta look at next week is Vegas. So
Oh, okay.
we'll look at something different for that. But for now, your Auto Club picks, brilliant. Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, then Kyle Larson. Bold picks, Eric Jones, Kevin Harvick, and Eric Almirola. And take a pass on Michael McDowell, A.J. Allmendinger, and Tyler Reddick. That's the picks for this week. If you like what you're hearing, follow me on Facebook at Holly's Racing Fantasy for a little more information here and there. You can listen to the latest episode of Holly's Racing Fantasy every Friday whenever there's a Cup Series race, wherever you get your podcasts. Or subscribe to Holly's Racing Fantasy on YouTube for current and past episodes. Thanks. That about wraps it up for this week's episode of Holly's Racing Fantasy. Next week, we're going to go over the results at Auto Club, and we will talk a little bit of fantasy for the race after, which is Vegas.
Yes. Las
Vegas. Sin City, baby.
Viva Las Vegas.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, Joey Logano and Kyle Busch, they're really good out there, so
Yep.
I can give you that bit of a preview.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you know, West Coast swing.
West Coast swing.
But NASCAR is back. Daytona 500 is over and done with in the books.
Yep.
And we are back with it.
Yes.
Did we already say thank you to our 8 listeners?
Not yet.
Thank you out
Let's
there
not
to our
forget-
8 listeners.
Yeah, we looked at the stats.
Yeah, and which is probably a couple co-workers,
our moms,
our moms, and my brothers-in-laws.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. But
I don't even know if anybody from my side gig, my NASCAR fantasy team, is listening. I doubt it. But that's okay.
That's all right.
Spread the word, guys.
Spread the word. We're going to shoot for 10.
We're shooting for 10 this week.
Our goal is to reach 10 listeners.
10 listeners.
Yeah.
We're on all kinds of platforms now.
Yeah,
though,
that is true. Like we are everywhere now.
We are everywhere.
Yeah, you could find it not just on
just on, Spotify.
Spotify or Anchor.
We're on Apple.
Apple.
We're on
Amazon.
We got the YouTube channel up and running.
Yep. We're on iHeart.
We are.
A couple other ones. I'll have to figure it out.
Either way,
I'll let
anywhere you go to podcast,
Yeah.
find us.
You'll find us.
Spread it around, baby.
Spread it.
All right. Well, at the
Not
risk
that
of
way.
sounding risque,
Yes.
we're going to close it out and say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
We will see you next week. Have a good week.
Race on.
See ya. Race on.